And here we are for the last game of the night. Absolute blockbuster game. Northern Hawks versus South Perth Alliance. Of course, both sides got their stars at a lineup, which has Houston, Betim Ziba, Nishan Alagoda, Chandra Nikendra, Dan Famato, Chris Rocky, Nathan Gavias, and Lukman Saeed. For SPA, we got Justin Pearce, Nantwat Ransuwan, James Toth, Benji McHale, Inai, Rojnika, Takakami, Rojnika, Lockie De Silva, and I believe that's everyone. Good vibes coming out from the South Perth bench. We'll have to see if South Perth continue using their 4-0. I've just noted it while watching some of their games and see if they're 3-1, even though they have some of the best targets in the league, but electing to go to 4-0 instead. Seems that Italian influence has come through. Starting, McHale, Toth, Pierce, getting pressured by Alagoda early. Now with Rendell, Nikendra, Nishan left foot, can't finish. Nantua had it covered though. Switching to the 3-1. Out wide, McHale, Alagoda diving in and getting punished. McHale, can he finish? Across the side of the goal, and that is Northern Hawks ball. Alagoda let free as that goes out for a corner. Houston, Nikendra shot, and that'll be another corner. Alagoda. Houston. Alagoda with the shot and can't find back of the net. Pierce. Toth. McHale. Toth. Down the line and can't keep it in. 4-0 the setup from the Hawks. Rendell. Alagoda. Rendell. Houston. Alagoda. Houston, ball over the top, and Pierce just cutting it out. They're now driving, feeding Toth. Good challenge there from Houston. Famato. Getting pressure on early. Alagoda. Houston beating past. Back roll to Alagoda. Rendell trying to beat the ball down the line and just can't. Ball with Alagoda. Out wide. Nikendra. Ball touch to Alagoda. Good rotations here. Alagoda. Rendell. Houston. Nikendra trying to go down the line and just can't. Nikendra giving to Alagoda. Houston out wide with Rendell. Alagoda goes himself now. Can he finish with left boot? Good save by Nantuat. Runs to one. Houston putting in the challenge. Now Pierce driving. Can he shoot? Right boot. Never going to challenge Dan Famato. One of the best keepers in the state. McHale just seeing it out. Houston trying to find Nikendra in the middle. Rendell with a nice sliding challenge. Back roll to Houston. Houston tries to find him back and it was on, but Rendell doesn't make the run. Toth. Pierce. Kelly got past. Cannot get past Rindell. He's officially known as Lord Rindell. Houston. Alagoda. Now with Rindell. Houston. Nikendra. Nishan. Alagoda. Ball through. Nikendra can't find it through. Pierce. Toth. Ball down the line. And what a finish! Pure athletic ability to volley that mid-air. We'll have to see that back on the replay. Wow. Had Dan Famato starstruck. That is a rare sight. Saeed checking on and Gavias checking on for the Northern Hawks. Saeed. Houston. Gavias. Alagoda. Houston. Saeed. Alagoda connecting. Saeed. Out wide. Houston. Tries to back roll. Gavias getting caught. Nice footwork, but getting cut out. 12 minutes left on the clock. Alagoda. Houston. Ball in the middle. Saeed. Pressure now. Macau. Not on his favoured foot though. Ball out for the Hawks. Deciding to go 3-1 instead of their normal 4-0. Saeed. Houston. Back to Houston. Saeed. Houston. Can't get that ball to Alagoda. Gavias. Alagoda. Gavias. Saeed. Ball down the line and can't get on the end of it. And return of Bo Haynes, the absolute workhorse. First time I've had the pleasure of commentating him in a while. Chris Rocky checking on for the Northern Hawks. Ball over the top. Can he finish? Touches it down and foul. Foul against Chris Rocky. Just have injury at the moment. Not sure if Mantua is okay. I'm sure he'll play on it even if he isn't. Pierce. Haynes. Ball given straight to Saeed. Can he finish? Can't finish. Ball going long with wide with Pierce. Fed out wide to Inai. Checked back. Pierce, good ball to Haynes. Good ball movement here from SPA. Nice and quick. Good shot, good save by Famato. Ball with Houston. Saeed. Houston. Gavias. Rocky. Saeed. Houston. Ball. Try to fed down the top, down the middle, but it's now Bergamy on the break. Seeing if he can feed for the numerical advantage. Can't. So it's a restart. Pierce. Now wide with Haynes. He'll want to go line. checks in well, but Chris Rocky has it covered. Pierce, down the line. Bergamy, good layoff. Good shot by Pierce. Side netting though. Device checking off for Zebra. The Zebra. Rocky. Saeed turning. Rindell getting heavy pressure on him. Good skill from Rindell. Tries to feed in the middle. Haynes wins it. And Rindell taking the tactical foul, but it'll be rolling. Laying off to Bergamy. Out wide. Haynes. Now shot. Famato has it covered. Safe hands in net. Trying to feed Zeba over the top. Zeba can't finish. Pierce off for Mikel. Now with Rindell. Mikel can't go down the line. Ball over the top. Zeba trying to get the header and can't knock it on. Alagoda stepping up with his left foot. Of course, everyone in the futsal community knows he's a very good left foot strike. Maybe a little bit of a lacking right foot. Rindell spins. Haynes just can't capitalise on it. Knock on, not on from Zeba. Saeed trying to spill the seconds and hitting Zeba in the stomach instead. Tuat runs the one. Pinning out wide to Mikel. Down the line to Rojnika, who spins, but Rindell has it covered and gets a foul for his efforts. Ball with Rindell. Zeba on for the 3-1. Trying to feed down the line, but Mikel winning transition. Rojnika trying to feed it on, and Famato going right the other top. He can't knock it on, and what a save there from Nantua after Bo Haynes just knock it on for him. Full extension. Playing out wide to Alagoda. Fakes it and can't get onto it. Saeed. Famato. Alagoda. Out wide now with Nirindell. Got time to drive. Haynes just seeing it out. Alagoda shoots and can't hit Zeba's feet. Pierce back on. Mikel. Ball over the top, fun. Rojnika goes the little tap on, and Saeed just clearing it into the ceiling. Mikel going for the shot. Ball out wide with Alagoda. Rindell. Saeed. Good 1-2. Fed across goal, but Mikel calm and collected. Nice 1-2. Rojnika spinning out the way. Now with Pierce. Feeds it to Rojnika. Can he finish? Off the post. Can Pierce finish? Can't. Scream coming out from Famato. Ball with Mikel. Out wide. Now with Toth. Mikel. Shoots and Saeed sets well. Nikendran. Alagoda. Rindell. Now they're out with their 4-0. Nikendra. Ball over the top and becomes a running race, but ball was off to too much. Toth. To Mikel. Now the Toth. Ball for down line and Saeed just winning the seconds. Pierce giving it short. Rindell. Nikendra. Trying to feed Saeed, instead feeds Pierce. Toth looking to take Alagoda, and that's a full stretch. Amato out. Saeed, Nikendra tries to beat past Mikel and can't. Passing back to Nantua, who just clears his lines. Now with Pierce on the break, right foot. Good save by Famato. Using his chest, literally. Fed into the mix-up, Pierce. Famato full stretch, just taking his time to recover. Mikel checking off for Haynes. Timeout card being submitted by Roberto Boy. Nikendra. Houston. Alagoda. Rindell. Houston. Takes well. Shoots the toe poke and wasn't on target. That'll be a timeout for South Perth Alliance. We'll try and listen into a bit of this team talk. Advice so far is to be wider. And they're encouraging the switcher play, especially when the ball's at the opposite side of the court, to open up space and to direct attention. So it is Roberto Boyens coaching the switcher play as well as the wide balls across the court as they're tiring out the defense and switching their focus. They want to switch the defensive focus so that they can exploit where the eyes are looking of the Northern Hawks. Of course, now that I think of it, Northern Hawks are missing a major player to Philippus. Pierce giving short to Toth. Haynes playing Pierce. Back to Haynes. Can he finish? Oh, it's the back post. Dan Famato covering his angles well. Going long. Fitting Nagendran, who's isolated at pivot. Restarts to Alagoda. Heavy touch to Houston. Shoulders. Ball. Houston. Rindell. Trying to feed to that back post and can't. Ball long. Ooh, and just the tap on was almost on. Marto just trusting his teammate leaving, and so was Houston, and they just got a little touch on that, but couldn't get that on target. It's a good shot though. Dell. Alagoda just building up this attack, the Northern Hawks. Nagendra trying to get that ball roll on and can't. Toth. Haynes. Pierce. Heavy touch and Coming out to Alagoda and just can't get out 2v1. Toth, can he finish? Wide. Device checking on. Ball over the top. Nagendra. Pierce. Toth. Nagendra out of position and Haynes can't get on the end of that one. Alagoda. Houston. Nagendra. Switch of play to Alagoda. Can't feed the ball past Toth. Nagendra checking off for Rocky. We will likely see. No, Hawks persisting with their 4-0. Alagoda. Houston. Alagoda. And ball going out for South Perth Lions.
And Luxton to bring us back in. Gives it to Alagoda. And now Houston. Back to Luxton. Alagoda chip forward. Toth to Pierce. Toth once more. Tries to go through the centre. Ball given away. Rocky with a chance. Good interception. Pierce has fallen to Alagoda, who's been taken down on the edge of the area, and a free kick to come for the Hawks. And Houston standing over the set piece. Rendell moves off the ball, so too Rocky. Alagoda lined up to strike it now. Lays it off to Houston, and toe pokes off the crossbar. The Hawks come close to an equaliser there. Rungsawang. And long throw in search of Bergamy. Houston to Alagoda, down the line, and the return ball intercepted. Bergamy with a 3-on-2, cuts inside and pulls the trigger, but Houston sends it away with a block. Bergamy. Good movement by South Perth Lions, and Reznitsa looks to feed it to the back post. Alagoda to Houston. Alagoda. Now Rocky. Houston receiving on the far side. In the middle to Rocky. Houston plays it forward. Good pass. Kept in well. Rocky goes to ground, and another free kick going the Northern Hawks' way. Soft foul really, but it's been given nonetheless. Alagoda and Houston standing over it again, and Alagoda strikes. Now Houston, and it's found the back of the net. And Rungswang saying he was blocked out of the contest, but nevertheless, the goal will stand as Lukman Syed comes onto the court. And that's the equaliser the Hawks needed before the halftime break.
It's not good enough. But the free kick was from there, Chloe. Sorry. Come on. That's not good enough.
Renitz and a good move down the line. Chance for South Perth Alliance. Good block, Houston. And a good win back by Houston, who's breaking forward up the other end. Flicked over the top to Syed. And on the half volley, in at the near side. Rungsawang, long throw, Bergamy wrestling for it against Houston. And Famato lets it run. Houston to Syed. Back to Houston. South Perth Alliance sitting quite deep. Houston, Aligoda. Houston once more. Ball to the wing. Finds Syed. He returns it to Houston. And the ball poked through. Bergamy. Now Pierce, ball forward. Good pass to find Ronetsa. And it might fall for, I believe, an eye as Justin Pierce makes way to the bench. Benji McHale on for South Perth Alliance. Centering ball, one back by Houston. The tackle came in from Ronetsa. As Aligoda makes way to the bench. Betim Zeba back on. Syed to Houston. Zeba back to Houston. Nice dummy. And the ball forward for Syed. The Hawks have a corner to come as we approach the halftime break.
Come on, boys. Don't switch off.
They look to block the first defender. Houston strike is sent behind for a side ball. Jan Famato's come off his line. Houston inside the area. Bergamy under high press, but does well to evade it. Still going Bergamy, pokes it forward. Ronetsa. And Zeba puts it into touch. Bergamy to Benji McHale. Out wide and sits nicely for Bergamy in the end, who turns well and switches the play to Ronetsa. McHale's made the run to the back post. Ronetsa cuts inside and almost found that bottom corner. Famato looks like he got the hand to palm it away, so a corner to come for South Perth Alliance with under a minute left on the clock. McHale takes, centering ball. Bergamy found space in the centre. Couldn't direct it on target, but it was a well-worked move. Famato. Houston to Rinjal. Back to Houston. Syed is under immediate press. Houston ball forward into Zeba, who tries to help it on. Still alive with Houston. And Houston's back roll to no one in particular. Centering ball, Rinjal tries to make some space for a shot. Still going Rinjal. Can't keep it in the field of play. Rangsawang short to Bergamy. Ball down the line, finding Ronetsa with space to turn. Looks for McHale, maybe one last chance for the Hawks as we're under 10 seconds to go now. Syed looks to cut inside. McHale, Ronetsa looks to counter-attack. Chance for Bergamy now, who's maybe slowed it down a bit too much. That should do us for half-time. That's the whistle. 1-1 the score here at Supa-Liga. A big second half in score between South Perth Alliance and the Northern Hawks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week at Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
We're back live for the second half of the contest, and what a game we've got in store. A massive one between two teams that will inevitably be up the higher end of the table come finals. And they're all square at the moment, the Hawks and South Perth Alliance. Houston, switcher play to Alagoda. Rindell, Houston. Oh, lovely ball to Alagoda, but Rung swung off his line quickly to send it away. What a ball by Chess Houston, though. Great vision to find the pass and a good run from Alagoda. Almost got there. Zeba tries to turn around Mikhail. Ball still in play. Rung Sawang, good ball into Kato's feet. And now Toth tries to clip it down the line. It stayed in play and it's gathered by Houston. Ball forward into Alagoda this time. The pass found him, but the touch just wasn't to be. Rung Sawang and short to Pierce. Now Toth, switch your play to Benjamin Mikhail. Toth, ball out wide to Pierce. Toth once more. Mikhail, and the ball forward into Kato, but ran through to Famato, who's looked to go long early. Zeba tried to help it on. Rung Sawang gathers well. He looks in the middle for Pierce, who has Alagoda to beat. Pierce just getting caught with the ball underneath him, dribbles it out of play. Alagoda. Houston opens up space for Rindell to receive. Ball down the line to Houston. Back to Rindell. He shoots from distance, but too tall off the target. Rung Sawang, short to Mikhail. And now moves it on to Toth. Pierce. Nice dummy. Mikhail tried to turn, not a bad idea, just didn't come off for him that time. Houston, Syed now. Aligoda to Syed. Now Houston. Syed needs support on this. Near side didn't have it, had to go to Houston. Got there in the end, Syed. And long ball for Zeba. Perhaps a bit rushed. Possession changes hands.
Movement's good.
Rung Sawang. Long throw looking for Kato, who chests it into the centre. Zeba drops it back to Aligoda. And now Houston. Syed loses out in the one-on-one. Chance for South Perth Alliance. Brilliant interception, Houston. Brilliant interception chance. Houston would have almost been a certain goal otherwise. Aligoda. Now Zeba under high press. Has to be careful here. Just gets it away in the end. Good switch of play. Pierce has Mikhail in a one-on-one situation against Zeba. Quick switch of play over to Pierce. Now here's Toth. This is where he's dangerous. Toth cuts in. Blocked by Zeba. Houston under high press and just playing it off Kato. Aligoda to Zeba. Now Syed. Houston. Ball in the centre. Syed losing out. Toth going at Zeba. Cuts in on the right and a shot toward the near post. Houston. Aligoda. Tries to get around Kato and does. Cuts inside well. Has runners in support. Zeba returns to Aligoda. And Syed made that overlapping run. Maybe the pass should have been left for him. Pierce. Mikhail. Toth has plenty of space to drive at Houston. And it gets beyond him, Toth. Still going, Toth. A shot in at the near post. As Rocky comes on now for the Northern Hawks. He'll give them a strong target option. Ball forward to Rocky. Great throw from Famato. Rocky on his non-preferred left, though. Centres it to Aligoda. And down the line, Syed, who played it across the face of goal, but to no avail. Kato makes way for Bergamy. Mikhail pumps it long. Bergamy, good touch. Famato has to be careful here. Rocky in the centre to Syed, who's giving it away to Mikhail. Tries to cut beyond Houston and gets a shot off from a tight position. Famato does really well. Now up the other end to Rocky. Rocky shoots on the turn. Bergamy scoop around the corner. Syed intercepts it. Aligoda tried to flick it down the line to Houston. It just wasn't to be. Bergamy, his ball was offline. Didn't reach Pierce nor Haynes. Nick Gendron on now with Rindell. Syed to Rindell. Nana Gendron centering ball. Nick Gendron loses out, but forces Syed, or forces Rindell rather, who went for a bit of an audacious pass. Now Toth is on the counter attack and hits the outside of the woodwork. Claims for a foul off the ball by the South Perth Alliance side. But their calls fall on deaf ears. Nick Gendron gives it away. Famato comes out to clear. Rindell to Syed. And the ball trying to find Rocky. And South Perth Alliance picking up a bit of momentum here. Inai back on for the side in blue. Haynes to Inai. Back to Haynes. Inai receives in the middle. Haynes once more. Now Bergamy. Bergamy to Haynes, who flicks down the line. Bergamy squares it. And another chance coming in for South Perth Alliance, but Anaya couldn't finish. It was a bobbling ball and he's non-preferred, so it wasn't an easy chance to take, but it's another good opportunity going, begging for South Perth Alliance. Now up the other end here, the Hawks come. Syed couldn't keep it in. And the next goal going to be crucial in this matchup. And a 2-on-1 for South Perth Alliance. Could the moment be now? Pierce! Venomous effort just past the far post. And Famato just taking his time so the Hawks can catch their breath and reset a bit perhaps. Rindell, Alagoda who's come back on. Nice move, Nick Endrin. Alagoda, ball over the top. And Rung Sawang clears away before Nick Endrin could get there. Famato coming high off his line, wants to get involved in the action and gets the ball now. Famato has forced a corner. Deflection off the head of Bergamy.
Get next to this.
Ball up the line to Alagoda. Trying to get beyond Bergamy and just about manages to. Nick Endrin pokes it toward Rindell. Back to Nick Endrin. Alagoda cuts in and cleared off the line. They're trying to force it in, the Hawks, but South Perth Alliance have done well defensively to put it behind for a corner. A nice move from the Northern Hawks. However, Rindell gets a bit lucky. Ball falls fortuitously back to him, but now it's being given away. Chance for Bergamy. Cuts inside, lays it off Pierce, and it's gone in off Famato, who tried to read the pass inside, but squeezed through him, and South Perth Alliance retake the lead with just under 10 minutes left to go. Houston back on for the Hawks. Rindell, Alagoda, centering ball. Gendron couldn't feed it on. Rindell to Houston. Now Alagoda dribbles inside. He's under pressure. So too Rindell. Has to go back to Famato, who plays it through. That's a good ball. Rangsawang clears into the roof. Rindell to Houston. Hawks are already going at it with the fifth man. Houston almost gave that one away. Alagoda back to Houston. Rindell, Houston, Alagoda. And the ball forward. And the foul's been given South Perth Alliance's way as Mato scurries back to his line. Short ball to Haynes, who flicks it down the line, but it goes out of play. The timeout goes in from South Perth Alliance. Houston shoots from distance. Rangsawang tips it over the bar. Comes all the way out to Houston, who shifts it over to Famato. Houston back to Famato. Audacious effort. Houston being pressed back toward his goal, and good ball down the line. Nick Gendron. Alagoda has to be safe here, and is Houston. Famato given away in the centre. The South Perth Alliance clear into the roof, so Northern Hawks will get the ball back here. Still plenty of time left in the contest. 8 minutes of stop clock is a very long time in futsal. Alligator doesn't need a rush. It's only a goal that they trail by. Could be worse if they make a stupid decision from this fifth man. They don't need to force the ball. Houston, Ronetts are stepping up on him. Nick Gendron down the line. Alligator upfield to Houston. Rindell, switch your play, Nick Gendron. Alligator inside, and they want a handball, but they're not going to get it.
Chan, next.
Houston. Rindell back to Houston. Poked up for an Itza. Houston needs the line, and he gets it. Syed back on field. Rindell, Houston, South Perth Alliance still want their timeout. Rindell driving forward, toe pokes it toward Rungsawang. Syed maybe should have taken it first time, and somehow it stayed out. Ronetts at the other end. Tries to put it into the empty net, but Houston stops it from going in. Very nearly there for the Northern Hawks. Could have Syed done better with the opportunity. Rindell, South Perth Alliance, they're not set up the best to defend this style of fifth man. Rindell, that was cheeky. Ball out wide, and Famato! What a finish, Dan Famato! You won't see a better goal than that. And a brilliant fifth man play from the Hawks. One pass to the other to the next, and it came across to Famato, who only needed one touch to bury that one into the top corner. Rungsawang would have had a better chance at getting a hand on the sun. And could that switch the momentum into the Northern Hawks' favour? You wouldn't be surprised if they continue at it with a fifth man. They're that kind of side. South Perth Alliance, it's a much needed timeout. Roberto Boy can go over their defensive structure, but either way, I'm not sure. Setting up better would have prevented that shot from Dan Famato going in. Rungsawang was left rooted to the spot. All he could do was watch that one sail into the top corner. And Famato, who conceded a sloppy goal for the second, is made up for it then, that's for sure. South Perth Alliance, all they needed was a quick debrief from the timeout there. Back out and ready to go. And they'll go with Toth, Justin Pearce. It looks to be Nye and Mikhail. And for the Northern Hawks, well, the question will now stand, will they persist with the fifth man? It's paid dividends, but to be fair, they almost gave it away a couple of times, so it will be high risk, high reward if they choose to. They've gone with Rocky replacing Alligator. The other three were already on the court before, and Syed, Rindell and Houston. And Famato, that's going to be a contender for goal of the week, that's for sure. He'll be happy with that one, watching it back on the stream. And Nye to Pearce. South Perth Alliance are looking to move this ball quickly. Mikhail, Toth, Hawks are trying to press high. Toth ball to the wing, could have been a foul. Allowed to continue. Rungsawang, long throw. Mikhail has support at the back post. But Syed doing enough defensively to put it behind for a corner. Upfield to Pearce. We know he's got a bit of a cannon on him. So too this man, James Toth. Brilliant from these one-on-one situations. Didn't even need to beat the man. Fired off their toe poke off his step, and Famato had to be alert. By no means is that an easy save to make. He wouldn't have seen it until late. Mikhail upfield to Pearce. It's rolled under his foot. And now a chance for the Hawks to step. Rungsawang pumps it long. Houston receives in front. Rocky, ball out wide. Rindell lunges to keep it in and does. And Rocky needed to go with it right there. Lunged at it with his left boot and didn't have the length to reach it. Rungsawang to Toth. Toth in the centre, Bergamy. Pops it out wide to Mikhail. Now back to Toth. Toth tries to cut beyond Syed, pokes it to Pearce, who finds Mikhail with space. Mikhail back to Pearce. And now James Toth. This is where he's dangerous. He'll be the danger man for South Perth Alliance from these one-on-one situations, but couldn't get his touch right on that occasion. Rendell being called to the bench. Aligoda coming back on already. He didn't have a long stint off, that's for sure. Good to see so much faith being put in the youngster by Coach Farrell. Houston, lovely ball forward. Mikhail, he had to slide, he had to be alert to get there. And a corner to come for the Northern Hawks. They've got two left footers to try and work something from this side. Houston upfield to Rocky, who has nowhere to go, has to give it back to Syed. Ball to Houston, was a bit behind him. Forced to retreat territory. And the ball down the line played off Mikhail. Just over 5 minutes to go. Will this game end in a stalemate, or will we see late drama with a winning goal? Syed to Rocky. Rocky tries to go alone. Uses his body against Pierce and just run out of space on the wing there. Mikhail. Pierce. Back to Mikhail. And now Toth. Oh, lovely move. Mikhail's broken the line. Back rolls it to Pierce. Brilliant block, Aligoda. Toth on the follow-up. Toe pokes toward goal. Famato easily claimed. Ball over the top. Aligoda might have the pace to get there. Once one comes off his line. No foul called by the referee. Mikhail goes up the other end. Bergamy. Squaring Paul Toth. Toe pokes off Sieber. Syed has to head clear. Might fall for Pierce. And claims that he was called late, but the referee allowing play to continue once more. Syed, quick stint on the bench. Ringel already back on. Zeba demanding the ball long from Famato. Good touch, Zeba. Lays it off to Ringel. Now Aligoda. Houston shoots from distance. Ricochets off the back of Toth. Toth now. Nice ball to the wing. Bergamy centering pass to Pierce. Back to Bergamy. Now inside Mikhail. To Pierce. Bergamy. Pierce. Ball around the corner. It will sit for Zeba, who finds Ringel down the line. Tries to skip beyond Pierce. Now Toth is on the breakaway. Still going Toth. Toe pokes it toward goal. Comfortable for Famato, who plays it forward to Ringel quickly. And it would have been a good opportunity, but it just rolled over the line. And Kachi Kato back on for South Perth Alliance. The big target man, Bergamy. Another good target option for them. He's forced to retreat with Toth. Toth gives it away to Houston, gets it back. Houston battling forward in the middle. Aligoda to Ringel. Back to Nishan Aligoda. Houston. Ringel under pressure at the back, has to be careful. Famato lets it run. Sieber demanding the ball long early. And Famato looks for him. Good throw. Rangsawang forced into action. Toth can collect it under no pressure and just walk it forward. Kachi Kato makes a run, looks for him behind. Holds his run with a check and receives. Pierce down the line to Toth, who didn't quite have the change of pace to keep it in. Down the line is Rocky. Back on for Northern Hawks. Zeba to the bench. Houston. And approaching the 2-minute mark of the match. What a closely contested affair this has been. It will be heartbreak for the loser, as both teams have battled so hard in this contest. You'd probably say a draw would be a fair result. Famato just taking his time, using Stop clock to his advantage. Long throw for Marto. Looking for Rocky. Ball falls loose in the centre. Cato. Could this be the moment? Cato! Pulls his shot wide. That was a big chance for South Perth. And Cato has got one of the better shots in the competition. We've seen him put those away time and time again, but it just wasn't to be for the side based out of Lakelands. And Hawks want the win. They're going at it with a fifth man. They're going to risk it all, even potentially a loss in the pursuit of victory, but they are good at the fifth man, and it could pay dividends. Formato lays it off. They want a foul. Net's open. Toth cuts inside. They've got no goalkeeper. Pierce. Cato off the line. Houston. And ricocheted back off Cato, but Formato, he has to be careful there. The ball fell to him, but he tried to square it inside the area. Had no one in black waiting for it. We'll see if they go at it again. Maybe they know they've ridden their luck. They're not going to try this time. Syed, middle shot by South Perth. So they go for the ball over the top, and Rocky, he almost got there with a lunge. Bergamy. Toth, quick ball out wide to Pierce. Bergamy. Toth on the wing. Shoots from the wide area. Rocky. Nagendran back on for the closing stages. A minute and a half left to go in the contest. Pierce. A goal now for either side will surely be the winner. Bergamy, ball down the line. Cato. Houston does sort of wrestle for the ball. Good tackle, Pierce. Forward quickly to Cato. Now here's Toth. Cato again. Scored a banger in the last game against these two sides in the semi-final, but he's lost out there. Nick Gendron on the breakaway. Still going. Alec Goda, the final ball. Needed to be better as Bo Haynes comes on to round it off for South Perth Alliance. Syed's lost out, and Formato, he could be off. Syed, he wasn't checking his shoulder. And he made Formato have to make a contest and almost got his keeper sent off. Not the time there to be switching off defensively. Lookman Syed. It was a good ball in behind to Pierce, and it forced a contest between him and the goalkeeper. Formato, professional foul, you'd have to say. I think there was a man behind him on the line, so hence why the red card was not shown, but still a free kick in quite a dangerous position. 55 seconds left on the clock. Can South Perth Alliance capitalise on the set piece? We saw them score via a late goal through Roy Nitzer to win the quarterfinal last winter season. Will we see drama of a similar fashion again? Kechi Kato has an absolutely booming right leg on him. Roy Nitzer left of the ball. Haynes in the corner, and Pierce in and around the goalkeeper. This to send South Perth Alliance right at the top of the table. Kechi Kato. Down the line, Haynes, touch was poor, chance is gone. And now the Hawks go at the other end. Syed, can he make amends for the error earlier? Cuts inside, ball to the back post. Good interception, Roy Nitzer, only as far as Houston. Nachan Nagendran has to cut in, be careful here, and he is. Syed through the legs. And he was pushed by Nitzer after he squeezed the ball through his legs. So foul for the Northern Hawks this time, but you'd probably say too far out to score from. 32 seconds left on the clock. And can the Hawks work something from the training ground when they need it most? If they fail to win here, it will be only the 2 wins from their opening 4 games, which isn't good by their standards, but Nick Gendron doing his best to change the outcome. His shot goes backing over the top of the crossbar. Rungsawang long looking for Roy Nitzer. Throw didn't have the length on it. Roy Nitzer and Syed in a tussle. Hard to tell what happened there, but I don't think anything's been given. Syed, he looks to be in a bit of pain, but almost from my angle, he looked to be the culprit that almost gave away a foul. Nevertheless, play's been allowed to continue. And we'll see whose ball it is from the far side. I think possession will go to the Northern Hawks, but Syed, he's still down with the injury. If he needs to come off, Rindell would be the likely replacement. 21.5 seconds left on the clock. This game has been a real chess match. 1 goal each half for the teams. The Northern Hawks have come down from a goal to level twice. Syed, it doesn't look like he'll be able to continue. His night will be cut marginally short, but the concerns will turn to next week if this injury is more severe than just seeing him out for the rest of the game. He's hobbling off, being carried off by Zeba and Coach Greg Farrell, and it looks like Rindell will come on for the finale. And the Northern Hawks with possession here, and again Dren looses out at the back for Mato. Had to come out to field, and they go along quickly. Alagoda, still going Alagoda, trying to work something of it. Rungsawang dives on it. Last gasp defending by South Perth Alliance, sees him force the Hawks up the field. Rungsawang, brilliant save. And now at the other end, South Perth Alliance goes. Haynes on the buzzer, saved by Famato, who punched it up the other end. But what an entertaining that match was. What an entertaining match that was. Northern Hawks 2, South Perth Alliance 2. Thank you for joining me throughout all the live action this week, and what a fitting way to end off the round. We'll see you from next Friday night. My name's John Goodrich. Good night for now.